Breaking Silence by Janice Miri Kitani. Janice Miri Kitani is a Japanese American poet. She is an award winning poet, dancer, activist, and educator. She is the author of 4 collections of poetry and has edited numerous literary anthologies. In 2000, she was appointed Poet Laureate of the city of San Francisco. She was the editor of Ion, one of the earliest Asian American literary publications. She also edited Ayumi, a Japanese American anthology, a major bilingual anthology featuring 4 generations of Japanese American writers, poets, and graphic artists. So she has won many awards. She won more than 40 awards and honors, including the prestigious American Book Lifetime Achievement Award for Literature. In 1988, the California State Assembly named Miri Kitani Woman of the Year in the 17th Assembly District. Janice Miri Kitani's published books are Awake in the River, Shedding Silence, We the Dangerous, and Love Works. Her fifth collection of poems is Out of the Dust, New and Selected Poems. About her poem Breaking Silence. It is a poem that focuses on the experiences of Japanese Americans when they were put into internment camps during World War II. So they were Japanese Americans. When America declared war against Japan, so during the Second World War, the Japanese Americans were viewed with suspicion and they were put into the concentration camps. In this poem, she expresses her mother's experience, feeling dehumanized and isolated from the world. So she is writing about her mother's experience in the concentration camps during the Second World War. Breaking silence. Her mother has been silent for 40 years about her experiences in the concentration camps during the Second World War. After 40 years, she breaks her silence and gives testimony before the commission set up to resolve their grievances. Breaking silence. She is breaking her silence after 40 years. After 40 years of silence about the experience of Japanese Americans in World War II concentration camps, my mother testified before the Commission on Wartime Relocation and Internment of Japanese American civilians in 1981. After 40 years of silence, Mother now appears before the Commission on Wartime Relocation and Internment of Japanese American Civilians in 1981. The commission set up to hear the grievances of the Japanese Americans. The name of the commission is the Commission on Wartime Relocation and Internment of Japanese American Civilians. So, after 40 years of silence, now she breaks her silence and gives testimony, testifies before the commission about her experience in the concentration camps during the Second World War. For my mother. There are miracles that happen, she said, from the silences in the glass caves of our ears, from the crippled tongue, from the mute, wet eyelash, testimonies waiting like winter. There are miracles that happen, she said, from the silences in the glass caves of our ears. Her ears have become insensitive. Insensitive. Now her ears, her tongue, her eyes, they are getting ready to give testimony, to testify before the commission. The tongue that has been silent for so long a period. So miracles may happen. There are miracles that happen from the silences in the glass caves of our ears, from the crippled tongue, a tongue that cannot act, tongue that cannot move. The tongue was in such a condition during the Second World War when she was put into the concentration camp. The mute, wet eyelash, the mute, silent, wet eyelash. Her eyes were full of tears, full of tears. The tongue that has remained mute, silent for such a long period. The tongue that was inactive. Now miracles happen from these organs. In the glass caves of our ears, from the crippled tongue, from the mute wet eyelash, testimonies waiting like winter. Just as the winter is waiting for the spring. The eyes, the ears, the tongue are waiting to give testimony before the commission. They are getting ready to testify before the commission. We are told that silence was better, golden like our skin, useful like, go quietly, easier like, don't make waves, expedient like, horse stalls and sads. So the Japanese Americans were viewed with suspicion by the government, by the authorities. We were told that silence was better. They were told to keep silence. Golden like our skin. They are Japanese Americans. They have yellow skin, golden like our skin. So they were told that silence is better. Silence is golden like their skin, useful like, go quietly, easier like, don't make waves, expedient like, hot stalls and sets. We were told that silence was better, golden like our skin, useful like, go quietly. Silence is useful. Silence, to keep silence is safe. Silence is useful. Silence is easier. Silence is easier. Silence is expedient. Expedient means suitable, opportune, proper. Silence is proper. It is useful. It is easier to go quietly. Don't make any noise. Don't make any protest. It is safe, useful, easier, expedient, proper. Don't make waves. Don't roar like waves. Don't make noise. Horse stalls and deserts. So their situation is like the horses that are kept in a stable, the energetic animals which are kept, which are tied in a stable, and deserts, or to a man who is abandoned in a desert. So they felt isolated. Mr. Commissioner, the US Army Signal Corps confiscated our property. It was subjected to vandalism and ravage. All improvements we had made before our incarceration was stolen or destroyed. I was coerced into signing documents giving you authority to take, to take, to take. Mr. Commissioner, Mother is giving testimony before the Commission. Mr. Commissioner, the US Army confiscated our property. The US Army seized our property. The US Army seized our property. It was subjected to vandalism and ravage. They destroyed our properties. They plundered our properties. All improvements we had made before our incarceration. Incarceration means imprisonment. Imprisonment. All improvements, whatever they made before their imprisonment was stolen or destroyed. They were stolen or destroyed. Whatever they made before their imprisonment, before they were put into the concentration camps, they were either stolen or destroyed. Their properties were taken away. I was coerced into signing documents giving you authority to take, to take, to take. They were forced. Mother was forced to sign documents, giving permission to the authorities to do as they like. The mother says that she was forced to sign documents permitting them permitting them to take their property and use it as they like. My mother soft as tallow, words peeling from her like slivers of yellow flame. Her testimony a vat of boiling water surging through the coldest, bluest vein. She had come to her land as shovel, hoe, and sickle, searing reed and rock and dead brush, labored so to sinew the ground, to soften gardens pregnant with seed, awaiting each silent morning, birthing fields of flowers, mustard greens and tomatoes, throbbing like the sea. And then all was hushed for announcements. My mother soft as tallow. Tallow means animal fat. Animal fat. She was soft as tallow. She was soft as animal fat. Words peeling from her. Words were coming from her mouth. Words were coming from her like flames, like slivers of yellow flames. Slivers means pieces, pieces. So words were coming from her like flames, like yellow flames. Words were coming from her like yellow flames. Her testimony a vat of boiling water, surging through the coldest, bluest vein. Her testimony a vat of boiling water. Testimony means giving proof. She is giving proof to the commission about her grievances. Her testimony is a vat of boiling water. Vat means a large vessel. A large vessel. Her testimony, a vat of boiling water, surging through the coldest, bluest vein. Nobody expects such a transformation. Nobody expects such a soft lady to be transformed into a into flames. So such a transformation has taken place. So words are coming from her. Her testimony, like a vat of boiling water flowing through the coldest vein. So her words are coming from. Her testimony is coming like boiling water. Boiling water through the coldest vein. Through the coldest vein. The coldest, bluest vein. She had come to her land as shovel, hoe, and sickle, searing reed and rock and dead brush. She had come to her land as shovel. Shovel, hoe, sickle. ഇതെല്ലാം പണിയായുധങ്ങളാണ്. She had come to her land as shovel. So it is not said she has come with a shovel, with a hoe, with a sickle. She had come to her land as shovel, hoe, and sickle to turn an uncultivated land into a fertile land, to convert a waste land into a fertile place. Searing reed and rock and dead brush, clearing reeds, clearing reeds, rock and dead brush, dried grass. So she cleared dry grass, plants, rock, reeds, reed, eat, mula. So she made the land fertile by removing dead bushes, grass, rock, weeds, all the unwanted plants, labored so to sinew the ground. She labored, she worked hard to sinew the ground, to soften, to make the ground fertile. She labored to till the ground, to soften gardens pregnant with seed. She grew, she made a garden, she made a garden pregnant with seed. She sowed seeds, awaiting each silent morning. She was eagerly waiting for these plants, these vegetables to grow and to blossom. awaiting each silent morning, birthing fields of flowers, birthing fields of flowers. So she was anxiously, eagerly waiting for the birth of flowers, fields of flowers, mustard greens and tomatoes. So she grew mustard greens, tomatoes, plants, throbbing like the sea, throbbing like the sea. So very anxious. And then all was hushed for announcements. So it was all on a sudden that the announcements, the announcement came. Take only what you can carry. We were made to believe our faces betrayed us. So there was announcement. There was announcement by the authorities. Take only what you can carry. You are going to be put in concentration camp. You are going to be put in concentration camp. You take only what you can carry. Take only what you can carry. So we were made to believe our faces betrayed us. What has happened is our faces betrayed us. Our faces. Our bodies were loud with yellow screaming flash, needing to be silenced behind barbed wire. Our faces, our appearance betrayed us. Our yellow skin, narrow eyes, they betrayed us. Our bodies were loud with yellow screaming flash, needing to be silenced. The authorities felt that we should be silenced behind barbed wire. Barbed wire. കോൺസെൻട്രേഷൻ ക്യാമ്പിലെ മുള്ളുവേലി ആണ്. Needing to be silenced behind barbed wire. So our body, our appearance, our face, our faces betrayed us. So we were recognized very easily. They knew that we were Japanese Americans. We were viewed with suspicion. The authorities felt that we would be a threat to the nation, and so they put us in the concentration camps. Mr. Commissioner, it seems we were singled out from others who were under suspicion. Our neighbors were of German and Italian descent, some of whom were not citizens. It seems we were singled out. Mr. Commissioner, it seems we were singled out. So we were selected by the authorities to be put into the concentration camp. So we were selected. They selected us to be imprisoned, to be put into the concentration camp, singled out from others. We were treated differently from others. We were treated differently from others who were under suspicion. Our neighbors were of German and Italian descent. അപ്പോൾ അമേരിക്ക ഈ സെക്കൻഡ് വേൾഡ് വാറിൽ രണ്ടാം ലോക മഹായുദ്ധത്തിൽ ജപ്പാനെ നേരിട്ടുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ ജാപ്പനീസ് അമേരിക്കൻസ് ആയ ഞങ്ങളെ ഞങ്ങൾ രാജ്യത്തിന് ഭീഷണിയായിരിക്കും, ഞങ്ങളുടെ കൂറ് ജപ്പാനോടായിരിക്കും എന്ന് കരുതി ഞങ്ങളെ കോൺസെൻട്രേഷൻ ക്യാമ്പിൽ അടച്ചു. But our neighbors were of German and Italian descent. So there were German Americans, there were Italian Americans, Germany and Italy. They are also involved in war, engaged in war. But they were not put in the concentration camps. They were spared. Our neighbors were of German and Italian descent, some of whom were not citizens. So we are American citizens. We are American citizens. Still, we were put into the concentration camps. But there were German Americans, Italian Americans. They were our neighbors. But they were spared. They were not touched. They were not put into the concentration camps. Some of them were not even American citizens. Still, they were spared. It seems we were singled out. She had worn her work like lemon leaves. My mother was very hardworking. My mother was very industrious, hardworking. She had worn her work like lemon leaves, shining in her sweat, driven by her dreams that honed the blade of her plow. Honed means sharpened, sharpened. So she was driven by her dreams. She was driven by her dreams that sharpened the blade of her plow. Plow എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് കലപ്പ. അപ്പോൾ ഉപയോഗശൂന്യമായ ഒരു ആ സ്ഥലം അത് കൃഷിയോഗ്യമാക്കി. ഉപേക്ഷിക്കപ്പെട്ട് കിടന്ന ഒരു സ്ഥലം അവർ they made it fertile. They made it fertile. So she was driven by her dreams. She was driven by her dreams that sharpened the blade of her plow. The land she built like hope grew quietly, irises, roses, sweet peas. So such vegetables grew in the land. Irises, roses, vegetables, and plants. Roses, irises, sweet peas. Opening, and then all was hushed for announcements. All was hushed for announcements. So everything was silenced. The announcement came. There was the announcement to be incarcerated for your own good. Incarcerated means imprisoned. You are arrested, you are imprisoned for your own good. That's what the authorities said. The authorities said you are imprisoned for your own good. The sounds of her work bolted in military barracks. The sounds of her work bolted in barracks, silenced. So her work, the sounds of her work were silenced, bolted in barracks. So she was put in the concentration camps. She was told by the authorities to keep silence. She was told that silence is better. Mr. Commissioner, so when you tell me I must limit testimony, when you tell me my time is up, I tell you this. Mr. Commissioner, before you ask me to stop, I want to tell you something more. When you tell me I must limit testimony, when you tell me my time is up, I tell you this. Before you ask me to finish, before you say that the time is up, I tell you this. Pride has kept my lips. Pride has kept my lips. So pride made me remain silent. Pinned my nails. Pinned. It prevented me from making any protest or any resistance. My rage coffined. My rage, my anger. My anger was buried in a coffin. My anger was buried in a coffin. But I exhume my past. Exhume means to take out a dead body, to take out a dead body. That is exhume. Take out a dead body that is buried. I exhume my past. I exhume my past to claim this time. My youth is buried in Rover. My youth is buried in Rover. Rover is a name of a concentration camp. Rover is a concentration camp. Similarly, Amachi Gate. Obachan's ghost visits Amachi Gate. Obachan's ghost. Obachan in Japanese means aunt. So she has bitter experience in the concentration camps. Her aunt died in the camp, concentration camp. Obachan's ghost visits Amachi Gate. Amachi Gate is a concentration camp. Rover is a concentration camp. So she has lost her youth. She has lost her youth. Her youth was buried in a concentration camp. Obachan's ghost visits Amachi Gate. My niece haunts Tule Lake. Tule Lake is another concentration camp. Tule Lake. My niece haunts Tule Lake. My niece also died in the concentration camps. Her ghost also haunts Tule Lake. Words are better than tears. Words are better than tears. Now Rishi realizes that words are better than tears. She should give expression to her feeling, her grievance. So I spill them. That's why she decides to give a testimony before the commission. I kill these the silence. Now she breaks her silence. She has kept silence for 40 years. Now she breaks her silence. Now she is going to tell about her experiences, her painful experiences in the concentration camps. So she is going to express her despair, sorrow, frustration. I kill this the silence. There are miracles that happen, she said, and everything is made visible. Everything is made visible. She is talking about everything. We see cracks and fissures in our soil. It was with great effort that they made the land fertile. It was with great difficulty, with great effort, just by hard work, she made the land fertile. There were cracks and fissures in our soil. We speak of suicides and intimacies. So it was very miserable. We speak of suicides and intimacies, of longings lush like wet furrows, of longings, desires. We speak of our desires, which are lush like wet furrows. Furrow എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് the long hollows made in the earth for sowing seeds. ചാലുകൾ വിത്തിടാനുള്ള ചാലുകൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കി. Longings lush like wet furrows. So their desires, their longings were like the wet furrows. ഇപ്പൊ വിത്തിടാൻ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയ കലപ്പ കൊണ്ടുണ്ടാക്കിയിട്ടുള്ള ആ ഒരു ഉഴവുചാൽ അതുപോലെ ആണ് അവരുടെ ആഗ്രഹങ്ങൾ. Of oceans bearing us towards imagined riches. They dreamed of oceans that take them to the riches, the imagined riches. Of oceans bearing us towards imagined riches. They have dreamed of oceans taking them towards imagined riches, of burning humiliations, the humiliation, the disgrace, the insult, the shame that is they suffered, and crimes by the government. They have spoken about everything. Crimes by the government of self hate and love that breaks through silence. the self hate, അവരനുഭവിച്ച ആത്മനിന്ദ, self hate and of love that breaks through silence, the crimes by the government. So she spoke about everything. We are lightning and justice. We are lightning and justice. Our souls become transparent like glass. Our souls become transparent like glass, revealing tears of war. So our souls reveal tears of war. Our souls reveal tears of war. The pain caused by the war. Dead suns, dead suns, red ashes of Hiroshima, red ashes of Hiroshima, jagged wounds from barbed wire, മുള്ളുവേലികളിൽ നിന്ന് ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന പരിക്കുകൾ, jagged wounds, uneven wounds, jagged wounds from barbed wire. We must recognize ourselves at last. So finally, mother has a recognition, a revelation, an epiphany that they are a rainforest of color and noise. There is no need to be ashamed about their color. They, there is no need to be ashamed about making noise, about giving expression to their grievances. We are a rainforest of color. We are a rainforest of color and noise. So we recognize ourselves at last. We recognize ourselves at last. We are a rainforest of color and noise. So this color of the skin, this appearance is not to be ashamed of. So such a recognition, such a realization she experiences. We are a rainforest of color and noise. We hear everything. We are unafraid. Our language is beautiful.